welcome to my channel where we play our way. So this is the song Careless Whisper by George Michael. Now this, first of all, you're gonna need a capo for this one. There's ways to play without the capo, but I'm making a beginner tutorial for this purpose. And we're gonna need a capo on the 5th fret. If you don't have a capo, then grab a pencil or a pen and grab 2 hair ties, twist it around, and just tie it on there. It's worked for me when I didn't have a capo as a beginner, but if you have a capo on the 5th fret. So 4 chords, the entire song is exactly how to play it. You have an A minor, a D minor, an F major 7, and an E chord. And an E7 if you want to get, technically 5th, 5 chords if you want to get fancy with it. So I know the F major 7 is kind of like a toss-up, right? It's kind of a different one. But I'm going to show you guys how to play actually easier than a normal F chord. So right from the beginning, an A minor. You're not going to play, you're going to have a muted low E string. So don't play the low E string. Open A string, take your middle finger and put it on the 2nd of the D, ring and put it on the 2nd of the G, then you take your index finger and put it on the 1st of the B. Now for those of you who are just starting out, when I say the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, when I'm referring to the frets, I'm referring to pretend that the capo is the new neck of the guitar. So this part, whatever's above the capo, up here this way, doesn't exist. So just pretend it's not there anymore, and that this is your new neck of the guitar. So this would be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and so on. So you have an A minor shape. Let me zoom in for you guys. Middle finger on the 2nd of the D, ring finger on the 2nd of the G, and you have your 1st on the B string. Now you can use just classic nothing but down strums. Right? Or if you want to get fancy, you can strum it. If you want to do the finger style tutorials or finger style type of guitar playing, then you can just pluck it. You can slow that down, play the slow motion on YouTube's playback function, and you can see what my hand's doing. However, you can mix and match it however you want. You can pluck it however you want. As long as you keep that A minor shape or the chords throughout the song, you'll be good however you strum it. So unsure, D minor. So after the A minor, you have a D minor chord. So what that is you have a muted low E and A string. So the top 2 strings aren't played. You have an open D string. Then you take your middle and put it on the 2nd of the G string. Take your ring and put it on the 3rd of the B. Take your 1st and put it on the 1st of the high E. So the bottom 3 strings. Then you pluck the open D. Yeah, those 3 strings. Then after that, he has an F major 7. So a normal F is this, right? Well, F major 7, instead of using all 4 fingers, what you do is you're only using the first 3 fingers, and you're not going to play the low E. Technically, you're not supposed to play the top 2 strings. For this song, because it has kind of like a bass in the background, what I do is I play the open A string with the rest of the chord. But technically, the one that you're going to see on the screen is a proper way to play it, where you don't play the top 2 strings. So in this case, I'm going to show you the way I play it for this song. So you put your ring finger and put it on the 3rd of the D string. Take your middle and put it on the 2nd of the G string. Take your 1st and put it on the B string of the 1st fret. So zoom in for you guys. 3rd on the D string, 2nd on the G string, 1st on the B string. And you have an open E at the bottom. So from the very top, you have an A minor, D minor, F major 7. See why I do that? You have an E major chord after that. So you have A minor, D minor, F major 7. Now you finish it off with an E chord. What that is you have an open low E. You put your middle and put it on the 2nd of the A. Then you take your ring and put it on the second of the D string. Take your index finger and put it on the first of the G, and the rest are all open. So you strum all 6 strings. There's no pick in my hand, by the way. It's just I pretend there's a pick, and I use my index finger to strum down. If you want to add some flair, what you do is you remove your ring finger, and that becomes an E7 chord, an E7 major chord. So you have. And you lead me to the dance. You hear it in the song, the dun 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 dun. You can get away with it just playing the normal E major. But however, for me the E7 sounds kind of nice in there. So I'm gonna throw up both on the screen. You can play both. So that's literally the entire song from the very top. I'm gonna show you with the 5 chords, right? So you guys know how to add and your spit and shine on it. So you have A minor. That's the entire song. Now, for this part, the tutorial's technically over at this point, so that's the open chord version. So for those of you who want to change the tones, it's the same key but different tone, or different pitch, so to speak. So still with the capo on the 5th fret, what you can do is you can play the bar version of these chords, but higher up on the neck for the solo, or for the high. There's no solo, but it's for like the higher pitch when you start towards the outro of the song. Tonight the music seems so loud, right? When his voice kind of goes up a little bit. Play those exact same chords, but up but the bar chord version. So you have a normal A minor, right? The one I showed you guys earlier. But now I'm going to show you the bar chord version, which is this. Same chord, just bar chord. So A minor normal, bar chord. Sounds very similar, right? So it says, tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We kill each other with the words we want to say. I'm going to show you guys how to play that. So you have your normal A minor. I'm going to put it up on the screen, but what you see on the screen is going to be relative to the capo. So if the chord says, it's going to say play it on the 5th and 7th fret for the A minor. Count it from the capo. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this is going to be your 5th fret, and the one with the 2 dots on it, that's technically the 7th fret. Without the capo, it's the 12th fret. But for this, with the capo, this is the 7th fret. So you have this. And what I do there is I put my ring and pinky finger on the 7th fret of the A and the D. Take my index finger and bar the bottom 3 strings, the G, B, and high E. Okay. Then after that, the D minor is the same 2 chords, the same 2 frets. Excuse me, the same 2 frets. But now we're gonna play the 5th, 6th, and 7th fret. So we're gonna take your ring finger and put it on the D of the 7th fret. Take your pinky and put it on the G of the 7th fret. Then you take your middle and put it on the B of the 6th. Take your index and put it on the high E of the 5th. So A minor. Those are those 2. Then we play an F major bar chord. So what that is, so you have your 5th, 7th, your 5th, 6th, 7th fret, right? Now we're going to be playing on the 8th and 10th fret. So what you do is you make a full bar on the 8th fret. Take your ring finger and do half a bar on the D, G, and B strings of the 10th fret. For those of you who are still confused about the capo and all that stuff, yes, I call this the 8th and the 10th fret, right? But technically this would be the 13th and the 15th if the capo wasn't here. But for this purpose, this is the 8th and the 10th. then you play an E major bar chord. All you're going to do is take that same shape and slide it down a fret. So what you're doing there is, now before I was playing the 8th and 10th, now I'm playing the 7th and 9th, same shape. So full bar on the 7th, take your ring and bar the D, G, and B strings of the 9th fret. Boom. Right, so that's the entire song. Now that end part that I just explained with the bar chords and stuff, I play that because the end of the song gets, again, it changes in pitch. He starts singing a lot higher, and I feel like the bar chords match that a lot better than the open chord version. But you can play the song just with the open chords and you'll be perfectly fine. So this is more of like a quick but also thorough tutorial for this song. It's a very great song. So anyways, guys, this is the way I play it. I played it my way. I encourage you guys to find your way of playing it. Use the same chords, finger style, strum it up and down, whatever you want. But whatever it may be, you might be told to play it this way or that way, technically. And of course, there's a time and place for that. But for certain purposes, like for amateurs like us, well, we're just going to play however we want. In other words, we're going to play it our way. So anyways, guys, this ends the tutorial. I thank you guys for watching and for all your support. And I'll catch you guys on